Hello everybody, today we're going to be doing a quick little recap about the D23 event that I attended this morning. It is much later, it's now 3 o'clock in the morning. It's finished up with work, so I apologize if while I'm going through this and doing a recap, I seem kind of tired because I am. But we are going to be going through and doing a recap of the D23 Spotlight Series, all about Space Mountain and beyond. Now, the D23 Spotlight Series just debuted last month when they did a Spotlight Series on the Indiana Jones attraction over in Disneyland, and now they have brought it over here to Walt Disney World as well. So this is a brand new series that they're doing. They're going to do more and more as the years go on here, but this one focused all on Space Mountain. Ooh. So we got this nice little postcard here at the very start of the presentation, along with a patch for D23, also featuring Turning Red. But what we're going to do is we're going to kind of talk a little bit about what the Spotlight series was. This is a postcard, but we're going to go through and kind of talk a little bit about it. We're not going to go into too much detail because I think it's important for you guys to go experience these on your own, because I think it was just such a fun little series that they did. So essentially what they did was they had it over at the AMC Theater in Disney Springs. You had to sign up in advance. It was like $28, I think, somewhere around there per person. What was included was you got this nifty spiffy, I don't even know what to say, this postcard, you got the patch. In addition to that, you also got a free thing of popcorn, a free thing of soda, and then also a really cool about hour and 20 minute long presentation going through and talking all about not just Space Mountain, but other things like Rock and Roll, or not, they actually did not talk about Rock and Roller Coaster now that I think about it. They talked about Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, Slinky Dog Dash, Seven Dwarfs Mine Train, and also Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. So essentially what they did was first they went through an entire history of Space Mountain, how it actually made its way to Walt Disney World. It did launch in 1975 here at Walt Disney World before it launched at any other Disney park. But we went into like the behind the scenes things. They had things of Walt Disney with concept art of Space Mountain back in the 1960s, and going into the 1970s they had more of like the construction and all this different stuff. It was a really cool like behind the scenes feature there at the start, and then what they did was they actually brought 4 different Imagineers up on stage with them, and they had it so those Imagineers talked about how Space Mountain helped evolve their passion for the Disney parks and for the projects that they actually worked on. So the people that they had there, 2 of them had worked on Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind. One of them also had worked on the refurbishment of Big Thunder Mountain Railroad back in the day, and then they're also working on the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad refurbishment right now as well. They also told us some really cool fun facts that I never had even heard about. A few of the things that they talked about there, they said they've never released to the public before, but I will be posting more of like the behind the scenes videos of that when I actually get to the parks, to be able to go through and be like, hey, this is what they talked about during this presentation. So look out for those in the future as well. In addition to those people who worked on Guardians of the Galaxy and Big Thunder Mountain Railroad, another one of them had worked on several different projects, but Guardians of the Galaxy being one of them. They also worked on things like, what was the other one that he said? Now I'm drawing a huge blank. But the girl, she worked on Slinky, or no, one of the ladies, she worked on Slinky Dog Dash. She also worked on the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. And the other guy kind of had like a hodgepodge of different things that he worked on throughout the years. I've actually seen him in different presentations. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. Like I said, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm exhausted, but it was just a really cool overall presentation where we really got to take a deep dive into Space Mountain, and we also got to take a deep dive into all these other attractions as well. They showed us different concept art, some stuff that I had never seen before, and if you guys know me, I go through pretty much every single image and picture that I can get my hands on of construction and just details that all the different Disney attractions have. So it was just like a really cool presentation to go to. So these Spotlight series, like I said, they're going to be going through and doing more of them as the year goes on. So just kind of keep on watching the D23 events page, because maybe, just maybe, there can be one near you, and if there is, I highly recommend going over and checking it out. But that's going to be wrapping it up right now. If you guys have any questions about this, throw them into the comments below, and I might do a follow-up video to talk more about this. Like I said, there are some things that I want to go to the park and actually film. Today I was going to go, I was at Epcot after the presentation before I had to go to work, and I was like, oh, maybe I should go on Guardians of the Galaxy because they spoke so much about Guardians of the Galaxy. One of the cool fun facts, by the way, was the fact that Conga is one of the songs because the One Imagineer's first concert he ever went to was Gloria Estefan, and it was a tribute to his mother, who, you know, because of Gloria Estefan, he was like, oh, you know what, Conga, I'm going to throw that in there as a tribute to my mom. And that's the reason we have Conga in there. And I actually like Conga a lot as one of the songs during Guardians of the Galaxy. So it's pretty cool. But I wanted to go there, and then I saw the line was like 85 minutes, and unfortunately I had to go to work, so I decided not to do it today. Boo. But that is going to wrap up our video today. Like I said, if you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them over. As always, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe, and we will see you once again tomorrow. Ooh, yeah.